It is. It's, it is. It's very wide. It's kind of a quite a difference coming from New Zealand, like little old New Zealand. So it's quite the adjustment. All right. So lots of questions to be asked at the Lodge of Wanderlust. Questions, though, might have to wait, as discovered some fire beetles or Incrations in trouble. You guys don't see that. Remember, this big boy here kept on giving birth to new things. He's in action to give birth. We're not going to start down there, though. We're going to start with a battle that's raging up ahead, which Joy, therefore, no, not Vander. Vander's not here, but Vander would say it. Weird. Do it that way. Okay, so sounds of battle up ahead. Oops. Boop. 2 hits on these creatures, doing a total of 22 points of damage. Okay, Edai, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm going to so I seen Incration having trouble here. I hear that he was basically he was getting paralyzed, and then he went into this room, and then the creatures that are paralyzing him, they were following him, no?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's in
So
trouble.
I'm going to look at my friend Bon. Can you take care of those ones? And Orion, can you come with me?
On smash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orion's ready. If you would like to drag me along, consider yourself an ally.
Yes, I'm thinking. Let me see. What's the distance? Yeah. So then I'm going to cast Thunder Step, normal level. Let me just cast it.
And you're taking Orion with you, I assume.
Yes, I'm taking Orion. So they get these ones and this one, so the big one, gets 11 points of thunder damage or half for a Constitution saving throw.
About Bone. Is Bone affected?
Bone is not affected. It was calculated that it's far away. It's more than 10 feet.
10 feet.
Wizard math. Well, the good news is they both fail and they both take 11 points of damage as you do a thunderous teleport.
Yes, and then I'm gonna get Ryan with me.
I'll drag you across there, Ryan. So to there, I assume?
And then he will be on top of me.
Well,
or maybe I cannot do that. Maybe here, and then he can be on top of me.
Oh, like this, you mean?
Yes, like this.
Okay, and you have Spirit Guardians up, right?
Yes, that's why I thought that also would be good. And that's my action, and I'm gonna move 1, 2, and I see these things. Which one was paralyzing him, the spider or the mite? Well, and then I don't know, then the mite.
I don't know. No.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to do quick spell and do let me see, a booming blade, I think.
Blade, sure.
Which does hit, I think, for 12 piercing and 1 thunder damage.
This creepy guy here?
Yes.
And that creepy guy, by the way, is covered in bugs, like cockroaches, spiders just crawl all over him. He doesn't seem at all bothered by it. We'll get to him when it's his turn.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, this one. Bite. Gonna miss. Vander. what
Sorry,
would Vander-
can you make him 4 points more of thunder damage because I'm gonna burn one of my searches.
Okay. I think Vander is going to cast Corrupting Ichor. And that's going to hit the creature. On a hit that takes 38 damage. So 9 points of damage. And it is covered in green stuff. Okay, so that will continue to burn unless he wipes it off. And Kracian is going to spring to his feet. Going to take out his nasty dagger, and he's going to use his action Alvarez-y thing to stab the guy to the north of him. And let's roll triple advantage. On a 27 hits, and he does 7 plus what is his? Sneak attack, an extra 5d6. There we go. It does 36 points of damage to him, and that's enough to take him down. He says, "How dare you paralyze me, you scum!" Then he turns his attention to the guy next to him. The guy next to him all of a sudden finds himself surrounded, and he will
Make a wisdom saving throw.
make a wisdom saving throw. 5. Oh, that's a terrible roll.
That is an awful roll.
6
I
points of
think
damage.
that's the worst Spirit Guardians I've ever rolled.
Yeah, that's a really bad one.
As you have killed my ally of the swarm. But don't worry. I see these odds are stacked against me. Trust me, I have knowledge that I can share with you. I will not attack you, but I'm sure you'll understand if I heal up these wounds a little bit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, that's not right. There should be another 2 of those. So he heals.
Is casting a spell or?
Cure light wounds. Cure wounds on himself.
Yeah, that will be a counter spell.
Spell?
I actually do mine.
Look, we need to sort this out. We can just talk about this like people. I can teach you the secrets of the swarm. I can teach you the secrets of the knowledge of the lodge, but this will all be for naught if you take me out. He's begging for his life, claiming knowledge. Orion!
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
Sight.
Okay, with a 29, he obviously wants to live. He's more than happy to teach you the secrets of the swarm. You're not so sure he knows the secrets of the lodge, though.
I care not nothing about no knowledge of swarms and infestations. Consider myself your executioner, or should I say exterminator.
It's a very interesting plan, but no need for determination. Well, let's talk this out. Be reasonable.
And we'll step through the door. I think I'm stuck in the door, but that's fine. And I will... Actually, do I have story form up? I Can't
Do
remember if
actually.
I had Star Arrow up. I do have Star Arrow up?
I think you did. Well, let's say you did anyway.
Okay. All right. I wouldn't have stepped closer then. I would fire
Oh,
with
sure,
Star Arrow
sure.
first.
No, come on. Let's just be reasonable. There's no need to do this. Assuming you do more than 4 points of damage. There we go.
Barely.
Fuck. Down he goes.
My damage rice is not doing well today. But as basically he goes and fires. As he says, consider me your exterminator. He points his quarterstaff over there. And just all of a sudden just ignites and he just into stardust.
Well, no mercy showing. All right. Is that your turn around?
That's my bonus action, unless you wanted to count my insight as my action.
No, I usually do those as free actions, so you're good.
All right. With my regular action, I'll fire off a guiding bolt. Just a free cast on the swarm over here.
Okay, let's see that attack roll. 22 hits.
4, 9, and they begin to glitter.
Yeah,
They're
all
glitter
right.
bugs.
All right, so definitely advantage on the next attack against the bugs. But these bugs are swarming around Bone, my goodness.
Ooh.
Bite. Oh, rolls a natural 1. That's not going to help. The one back over here is going to bite Incration. It's with this one. Rolling a dirty 20 against Incration, which I think will hit. Does hit for 18 slashing. Ouch. That's 18 slashing on Incration. Okay. Down to these ones. They go to attack there. Boom. Nope. Boom. No. Evgi.
Yeah, I'm going for the big one. So, using my great axe. Let's see. You do this recklessly.
19 is, I think, hits with the big one. Yep, 19 hits.
Yeah. That's 18 slashing and
It explodes in a pile of goo. Crusher.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, what'd you attack with them? The great axe. Yeah, just cut it into ribbons.
Yeah.
No more breath for
Yeah.
that one. Birthing.
And I'm gonna slash. Good. I'm gonna slash up these to the right of Avgi or Bone. Let's see. Recklessly. It's 24.
Yep, that hits.
That's gonna be 13 or 16 slashing and 3 lightning, so 19 total.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then it's gonna move a bit in, but not too much. Well, just gambling on these following me, focusing on me, so I'm gonna go. Yeah. Take an opportunity attack and run in here, I think.
A 19 bone. I think that hits.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh, it's almost maximum damage. No, not quite. But it's 28 points of slashing damage, reduced to 14. That's a
Yep.
66. I rolled a 6, 2 6s, a 5, a 4, and a 2. And another 5. Pretty good. All right, Bone rushing in, gets slashed in the back. Joy is going to continue to observe from a distance. Whoever that is going to cower in the corner. Which bugs are these? These are the bugs. You do hear the sound of combat coming from up above. And a guy asking for help.
Is that to up these stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
He's dead. Trig the fly. Gonna come out here. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, he's wise. Shakes off the spell, so that's not going to work. He's going to slash at that one, taking out that bug. Adai!
Okay, this guy is gonna implode alone, no? So this dead already? Ah, yes.
Dead. Dead. And you have advantage
okay.
on this swarm here.
Okay, I'm going to booming blade it. We were in a hurry, no? Because there were some noise on the upper floor, no? We should hurry up. I'm going to booming blade it. Which I have advantage. Good. So roll another D20. Roll again, sorry.
Sure.
Then, well, it's not much better. 1 on a chum. So I miss.
That's a shocker, yep.
Yep. I get an attack of... No, I will do a Misty Step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and whatever is up. So I have to be 5 feet forward on that. Theoretically, I will be here.
Oops. Hold still for a second. I'm just going to move you down to here.
Okay.
One more over.
And that should be my turn.
And you see this guy, lots of dead bugs around him. He's looking in pretty good shape, but he says, don't worry about me, friend. Help the lady in there, as quick as you can.
Coming.
You hear voices from in there. No, my friends, my critters, my swarm. Do not let them in. Block them at the stairs. This thing scuttles over. Yeah, you can get there. And he's going to try and bite you. He's blocking the stairway, so there's no way you can continue on unless you deal with the situation.
Okay, so I cannot miss this.
Oh, you could Misty Step. You could Misty Step.
Okay.
But that's you can't walk forward because of the way the stairway is.
Gotcha.
Okay, Vander. Vander is going to just do a chill touch on that creature. Hits. Say that goes down. And Vander, in a very un-Vander way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charges into battle. And Kracion is going to use his... Oh, he's still got one more there. He's going to do his steady aim thing to finish this creature off. So do 3 of these. Plus 5d6. I say roll really bad. Actually, I don't. That creature goes down. He's going to use his bonus action dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll get to there. We had yet. You understand this belongs to the swarm now. Adai, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That will be a 20.
You'll bow before the swarm soon. So you cast a spell on you. You're not sure what it was, but you resist it. Orion.
I'm going to dash all up the steps. It's going to take at least 50 feet to get up the steps.
How long does it take you to get to here?
50.
I'll tell you what then. You two can be on the second level. So hold still for a second. So rush up the stairs. Take a spot next to Adai, but there's a swarm preventing you from going any further. But if that's your dash action, do you have a bonus? Can you shoot with your...
I can. It'll be at disadvantage, but that's okay.
Sure. Okay.
Not going to try to waste it. Maybe I can hit even at disadvantage. So here comes 2 shots here.
Well, was enough to hit. These things
12.
aren't very well armored. That's a hit.
Right, so 13 radiant damages.
Point blank firing into them. Beautiful. Okay, this swarm is going to attack the guy who could only be Cygnus. And, they roll a natural 20 on him.
Ouch.
So that's 40 points of damage to him.
Ooh. A massive hit.
Hey, don't worry about me. I got this. Get to the room. Save Rosemary. Let's see if he does. Wow, this could be it for Rosemary. The swarm comes over to her. Goes to bite her. Rolls a 5. Rosemary still survives. Bone.
Yeah. Bone's gonna rush after the others. So he's got 80 movement. So it's gonna end up there. That's as far as I can move, I think.
So that's a dash action. We'll leave you there.
Yes. Yep.
Joy is going to do something. Going to buzz past this guy and give advantage to the next attacking set. Rosemary is going to cower. You don't see her, but we'll get her to her in a second. She's going to take the dodge action. Brig. The fly. You're such a fool. You need to fully embrace the swarm. Bow before the swarm. I'll say, Orion this time. Make me a wisdom saving throw. You may need to change your tactics, Claire, as he ducks back into the room. Cygnus will take advantage of that attack. And I'll hit.
About to say Orion's the only one I bow to is the Redeemer.
Now that abated god at best. Okay, so Adai, this bug swarm is blocking your way forward. What do you do?
Rinse and repeat. So I'm gonna cast Thunder Step at level 4.
Oh, nice.
And I bring my friend with me to basically that he can get both of them. So like here.
It was a natural 20 on its save, so it'll take 10 points of damage.
Yeah. So Orion, you should go where I'm clicking.
All right, I'll pull over there.
Okay. Which
I
you
gotcha.
get both of them. I'm gonna actually.
I want to repeat that. Go through that door. Rosemary needs help. I got this.
This is the one who's saying that? This guy saying he got that, no?
He's got the bugs. He wants you to go in here and help someone apparently called
1,
Rosemary.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna be so I don't stop that. That's my turn.
You see 2 of these creepy guys with bugs crawling all over them again, and a tiefling woman cowering in the corner as these bugs try to eat her.
Okay, I kind of taunt them when I enter there. I step in all your bags, and I'm gonna step on top of you two.
You do not understand the power of the swarm. We are legion. We are many. As this guy walks into your spiritual weapons, spiritual weapon, no spiritual guardians. Make a wisdom
Spirit
saving
guardian.
throw. Fails. What was the damage?
And I'm re-rolling, I guess. Come on now. I have to get a new battery for my mouse over here. So you could go a little bit quicker. Go ahead while I change batteries over there. Roll me 48.
Okay. 17.
Okay, 17 is not enough to take it down. And then it's going to swarm all over Orion. And I think a 16 is going to miss Orion, so it'll be its turn. Vander feels all alone. He's going to take the dash action. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Krayshawn will race up the stairs. Boom. I see this guy next to you. He'll take a shot. It won't be at advantage. It'll just be a normal roll. You will get sneak attack damage if it hits, which it does. And even without the sneak, it's enough to go down. And Krayshawn will move to about there. You must bow before the swarm you do not understand. Strike us down if you must, but we are many. Our strength is in numbers. Wisdom saving throw, Adai.
Is this a spell or is a
Yep.
a spell?
Yep. Counter spell?
I didn't counter spell. Yeah. I can only counter spell with level 4, so I do level 4 counter spells. If it's higher, I have to roll.
It's not higher, and the spell is cancelled. Interesting. Trig, it's all up to you. Orion.
Come on. I don't know if it's my mouse now or is it actually just laggy. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm trying to measure out over there. Can I see if the girl is damaged?
Make a medicine check. See if you can determine how.
That would require me getting my.
Like violence
Sorry, I'm
is
getting
helping.
ready to. I'm trying to get my mouse to respond, but it is not responding at all right now.
Would you like me to roll for you?
Yes, go ahead and roll for me. Uh-oh. My computer is getting ready to do something bad.
Maybe it's the computer, not the mouse. Okay. So your medicine modifier is 9. So 14. She looks taken a hit or two, and you feel if the swarm could hit her one more time, she would probably go down.
Okay. Well, now we're moving.
Oh, good.
Okay. I'm not gonna move there because that's gonna pop homeboy. My spirit guardians does not exclude him at the moment in time, so I'll try to avoid him at all cost. And I'll get over here. And I can see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can get all the way into the door. I'm going to I'm gonna I'm going to see for a sacred flame on the swarm. And that is a DC 18.
Not even close. So yep, roll damage for the sacred flame.
And I get another D8 on top of this because of Blessed Strikes.
Sure.
So 12 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to target with a bonus action all the potential allies here, including my own original allies when I do this. Where are you at? Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice. The Adi and
I was close. So then
I'm just letting everybody. I consider it a mistake, so-
Incursion definitely needed it, and that's the woman probably.
Yeah, I'm about to say the woman, the other soldier down there. I guess that would be Cygnus. Is that his name? Cygnus, maybe?
That is
Probably,
Cygnus.
possibly.
It is Cygnus. So he'll take 11 hit points back. And the lady as well gets it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, she really appreciates that. That's amazing, Orion. And is that your turn?
It's my turn.
The swarm goes for Cygnus. And they hit for 15 slashing. The other magic ones is going to go for Rosemary.
They have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom saving throw. Which it rolls a natural 20, so it will take 8 points of damage.
Man, these bugs are just dominating over these wisdom saves.
To be fair, he did roll a natural 20 for an 18. I'm going to leave this up to you guys. Bone, roll me a d20. Adi, roll me a d20.
Second.
Oh.
So I want to roll. It's a 3.
Well, actually, you really wanted to roll low, because this was this bug attaching Rosemary at disadvantage because she was dodging. And a 3 makes it a 5, which is not good enough to hit her, so Rosemary survives. Bone!
Yeah. He's gonna continue up the stairs. I'm not sure how much movement that would take.
I'll say 15 gets you there.
Okay. A bit too much. Let's see. I can get over to there, but I can't get closer. Don't really have any ranged attacks.
Would your rage have ended the last time?
Oh yeah, it would. So let's see.
Would you get an extra bit of movement if you raged again?
I do. Yes, thank you.
Re-rage!
Yes. So that's gonna get me right up to it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna continue using my great axe for 2 attacks.
Hits. That hits.
So let's see. That's 14 plus 12 slashing and 3 lightning damage.
The lightning fired attack just the bug splatters into a million pieces. Cygnus looks over his shoulder at you, takes a moment to look at you, gives you a silent nod, and then gets ready to rush to the north. What does Bone do? Well, that's probably it then.
Just grunting,
Grunting. All
piping
right.
bug guts of him. Yeah.
He's going to fly up here. Rosary's going to take the dodge action. Alright, Clio, we're in a bit of trouble here, but we are legion. We are many. We will survive. Adi, make another wisdom saving throw. I think you've already used your reaction, so no counter
Trig,
spell.
Trig also has to make a wisdom saving throw too.
He rolls a 7.
And then
That's
roll a
19
7.
points of damages. Oh, that's a die that rolls a 7.
Yep. What's the damage for this? Oh, you already rolled at 19.
19.
So he failed, so he'll take 19 points of damage. Hmm. Weird. 19 points of damage.
I'm thinking whether to use heroic inspiration. Do I have any hint on what he's trying on me? Or which spell it was?
Make an Arcana check. So you can work out his hand movements.
16.
He's trying to paralyze you. We'll put it that way.
Okay. So I'm gonna try. I use heroic inspiration,
Okay.
which it seems to work. 19.
Is not favoring us today. Cygnus comes charging forward. He's going to rush past everything, invoking 3 attacks of opportunity to get beside Rosemary to defend her. All right.
If I saw him coming this direction, I probably would drop Spirit Guardians
Okay.
because I don't want him getting popped.
It wasn't excluded when you cast it, right?
Yep.
Alright, so you're obviously not concentrating on that anymore. 3 attacks of opportunity. Oh, not from the bug, actually, but from the initiates of the swarm. They take the quarterstaff, swing at him twice. A 7 and a natural 20. Clocks it and takes 24 points of damage. Leave her alone! Adai.
Okay. I'm going to use. I open my hand and drop a 10 coins, and I cast animate objects, and I'm gonna use the first half against the swarm, the other half against the fly.
Okay.
Gonna
Did you
use the macro? Yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna use it.
did you
Roll normal. I don't have advantage. Okay.
Yep.
Number of attack. Okay, I do the first 5 first to the upper
Oh,
one.
wait. Oh yeah, sorry. Yep, cool. The
Yeah, so
first
that's
5
for the insect. So for the swarm. And it's a
swarm.
really cool.
Wow, 3
macro, by
nat
the way.
ones.
I can't help you with the nat ones. That's going to do 15 damage. That's much quicker. And the next one against which guy?
Oh, double side crit on that one.
Against which one, Adai?
And it's to trick the fly.
The fly. 8, 16. Enough for Trig the Fly to die. There's a coin, just take him out.
Okay, and I'm gonna move up here with attacks of opportunity. Yeah, that's my turn.
No attacks of opportunity because this guy's dead. Never threatened space.
And the other one, this guy used an attack of opportunity before, no?
He did. That's true.
So then I'm moving here,
Okay, cool.
kind of together with this guy to cover the tiefling.
It swarms. Dead. Vander. He's going to work on his leg day. And where is Vander? Here he is.
Downstairs.
There we go. I'll just say he dashes to the top of the stairs, and that'll be his turn. And Kracion. Does he get a line of sight on anything? No, he doesn't. He swings right behind Orion. And he's going to throw a card, not at advantage. But it hits nevertheless. And he will get sneak attack damage. It's the swarm, and that's enough for the swarm to be shredded by his card. All of a sudden, all of Clyde's allies, all of his bugs, everything is gone. He says the swarm will survive. And he jumps out the window. Ish, taking 2d6 damage, taking 5 points of damage. And does he have anything cool he could do?
Does he land upright?
Cool with dexterity save. Yes, he does. Brian.
Yeah. Oh, my turn?
Yep.
I'm going to rush to the window that he jumped out of. Can I see him running?
We'll be right there. And yes, you can. I suppose.
How far away is he at this point?
Wait, you should be able to see him now. Do you see him now?
Oh, I see him. Yeah.
But he is 20 feet below you.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know how ranged weapons is as far as shooting downward at this point in time.
Let's say he's
But
within range.
I'm going to first try to, let's see. Oh no. Oh. Should we try that one? Yeah. Let's see if he can pass. I'm going to look at him as he's trying to dart away, and I'm going to say, halt.
See what he does on his turn. You're not sure if it's connected or not. So, we'll see. So remember,
And then I will.
On his turn, if he fails a saving throw, he will halt.
Yep. And then I'm going to, with my bonus action, because I still can fire, I will give him a nice little pop on the rear end, even if he does get away.
Oh,
Or try to pop him on the rear end.
you do indeed
Yeah,
pop
pop
him on the rear end. 10 points of damage. Oh, he's still running with an arrow in his butt, but he's hightailing. Boom!
Bone's gonna rush after the others, and here's the sound of a window crashing. Oh, was the window open?
He opened it and jumped out, like this one here, you can see it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ryan's just
oh.
hanging out the window, like pointing, like you just saw him fire a shot after yelling halt.
Bone's gonna rush into the room. Over here. Use an action to dash. And he's gonna shout, Bone, defend straight! Defend straight, is that a word? No, he's gonna smash through the window here. So he's just smashing through this window, so he won't crash into Orion, and jump down after him. Should
Alright.
be... Let's see. Moves around here. 50. Yeah, down there. Running after him.
Okay.
Probably take some damage from the window, but that's fine. So taking the fall damage.
Give me one more dice. There we go. 8 points of damage, and that's all slashing and bludgeoning for falling through the window and falling to the ground. Joy is going to buzz by it, give it advantage on the next person to attack. Rosemary says, "Oh, is it over?" Stigner says, "Roar," and he too jumps out the windows. And he says, "I have had enough." He's actually going to...
You want to steal my advantage?
No, he's not. He's going to rush up to him. I'm taking a dash action to get there. And, Adai.
Okay, I move here. I miss his step there. and I booming blade him
Uh-oh.
with advantage.
Uh-oh.
If I manage to get the advantage. Okay, that's a 26 to hit for 9 points of damage.
He's holding on.
And if he moves, he gets 6 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
And doesn't matter.
I'm going to have him say, skip a turn, and he's going to run here and say, Cygnus misses, says, "Ha ha! I'm going to get away!" And then he explodes from booming blade, and down he goes. Alright, well done.
What is this Magnus? I am looking at thickness or
Well, before we get to the madness, I do not know who you are. I do not know what your motivations are. But I do know that my lodge is a mess. And he goes back into it and starts sweeping away bugs, gets down on his hands and knees and starts scrubbing up all the goo. Rosemary does the same thing. She starts cleaning up.
let's go upstairs, Bone.
Okay.
So we go way back. What happened here?
The lodge is messy. I do not like mess. Either pick up a broom, pick up a mop, or shut the hell up.
Who says that? This the guy or
Yep.
her?
This guy.
Okay, I pick up something, but I'm not gonna start cleaning. I'm gonna get close to the woman. What happened here? I whisper.
She glares at you and continues to clean up the bugs. I mean, there are bugs everywhere on this map. The place is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Make bug pile.
Ryan goes.
Yeah,
to
I
do
think
John
maybe
over there.
outside, Bone. Maybe outside, but it seems
He's
to be
gonna-
many bags.
Yeah. Bone's gonna start trying to get them all in a pile and just, getting them out. Bone clean.
Yeah, that's good, says Cygnus. Orion, sorry, you said something, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on Incration.
Redeemer give you strength to clean. You owe Redeemer for saving your bacon once again.
I don't know. I think Lady Luck had more to do with this than the Redeemer. But hey, I know how to clean up too. And Incration starts cleaning up the bugs.
At like expert ability, since he can roll at advantage to clean up.
Roll to clean. All right. Fight Dungeons and Dragons, they said. Fight demons, fight dragons. No, it's all about house cleaning at the moment. It says high fantasy. All right. Adai, are you cleaning up?
I guess yes. So I'm a little bit in shock that the cleaning seems to be the priority for these guys, but we're in Rome.
And Orion?
Yeah, so I clean.
He'll do whatever, just a little bit around here. It's almost like he almost feels like it's a little bit beneath him to do this. So that's one reason why he ended up doing enhanced ability on Incration, because I feel like he's feeling like, oh, Incration does twice the work that I can do.
So you're kind of half-assing it, in other words?
Yeah, well, I'll be going around and I would say probably doing. Let's see. Does that work? I don't know if this would work actually. That's just food and drink. I would say probably doing something like, something like a produce flame where I'll be just kind of burning the bug corpses and stuff like that.
Bone is making a big pile outside. You could burn that big pile as Bone brings him over.
That's right. There we go. Bonfire.
All right. Takes a good couple of hours to clean up the Lodge of Wanderlust. Any attempts to talk to Cygnus is quickly rebuffed during that time. But eventually, he relents and gathers you all around one of these tables here. And he says, all right, I find the judge of a character is not in a sword, is not in any magical ability, but it's the importance of doing hard work where hard work is required. And you guys showed me that. Most people would have walked away and not helped with it. So you have done well. I appreciate your help in cleaning it up. As it says, the character of a person is mucking in and doing the hard work when it's necessary. My name is Cygnus. How may I help you?
Maybe we can start with some background. What happened here?
This is the Lodge of Wanderlust is always used as a bit of a base for adventurers looking to head further west, particularly into the mountainside, or seeking my advice on many other things. Ever since this blasted rain started and my beloved country has been warped, been perverted, animals die, crops fail, I'm at a loss about what to do. And I think this swarm that invaded my house has something to do with it. Seems things that should be awake are not, and things that aren't are awake shouldn't be awake. So I think the storm had something to do with such a brazen attack. And
Malcolm, before I continue,
yep.
Sorry.
No, correct.
Yeah. So the person who we were searching was Abulir Whitegate, maybe. There was someone who left Arcan Tower, but I don't know if it's this guy, Abulir Whitegate, or it was someone else. I'm trying to check my notes.
It's not Whitegate. Well, there's Heron. Sorry, I just get my notes in order. Give me a sec.
We usually think that maybe the one of the Torques is here, but I remember there was someone related to the tower that were missing, which might be here.
Well, let me take you across to the map. So you recall that someone was kicked out of the Arcane Tower.
Yeah.
And that's this guy here. That's where you know.
My bad. Okay.
Is.
And okay. It's in the wash. Yeah, that's why. Okay.
But you also heard that Heron. What's his name? Heron Blackbone, I think. The Heron Blackbone. You know. You learned that Heron Blackbone was had a fascination with dark angels. And someone told you that no one knows more about dark angels than Cygnus, which is what led you here initially. And I believe Bone had something to do here as well, but we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he'll say, yes, I think this blasted weather, I'm not sure what's behind it. All I know it infects my countryside. It is interrupting the circle of life. I do not like it. But what brings you here? Before I start getting down a grumpy road again, I do appreciate your help. That too showed character. I respect character. And I respect hard work. And you have shown me both in abundance. What can Cygnus do for you?
Cygnus.
That is me.
Go ahead, Gon.
Remember name? Maybe Avgi speak? He's gonna just look to Vander and just thinking band.
Yeah.
And,
So we convinced
Yeah.
Vander to bring him the band, the headband.
Yeah, so he's gonna just put it on.
Sure. Well, probably requires attunement, but we'll just say it happens straight away.
Oh yeah, I guess you lose attunement if you technically if you unequip an item. Is that it?
I think so, but regardless.
If you spend a
yeah.
moment, I think it's more like
Instantly
an hour away.
attunes.
Or something.
Yeah. Good. So he's gonna just this body. Cygnus. That's the name I we learned from what's Dr. Stout Boots?
Yep, good old Dr. Stout
Yeah.
Boots.
Thank you for allowing us to speak with you, Cygnus, sir. To be honest, I'm looking for information on someone who is also researching the Dark Angels, and a friend of mine, Gnome, is that at least that's what he used to be, by the name of Stout Boots, mentioned that you might know about researcher, scientist, not sure what titles he actually has, but a man called Dr. Francis Norman Stein, also someone who researches the Dark Angels. Would you know anything more about that man?
Before I answer you, Avgi, I have a couple of questions for you first. Number one, why the monstrous appearance? I've seen weird things in my time, but you're among the weirdest.
Multiple things, actually. I think I've, let's see, my head, he's gonna point to his head. As you can see, this is, looks a bit different than the rest of my body. It's my head, but someone else's body, I suppose. It's been surgically grafted onto this being. I'm not sure who it actually belonged to first, but
you are the head and the body is not yours.
yes, that is correct.
And what about the extra eye? That's quite grotesque.
I know. It's something that's... I'm not sure why, but something keeps changing me. It's... I suspect it's to animate my body. I think Dr. Stein replaced my original blood with something strange. It's with mutagenic properties. I think that's a word I heard him say. Mute X, something that's eerily strange to what's going on in Aglarian right now, with mutations and strange monstrosities, and yes. So I suppose that's what's doing it, the blood in my body.
That is unfortunate, but at least you're alive. That is nothing to be trivialized in these dangerous times. My second question for you, Avgi. I noticed you attacked with a ferocity with the beasts. You attacked with unbridled rage. There was not thought behind it. Then when you heard my name, you spoke monosyllabically. I think that's right. Until you put the headband on. So my second question for you is, why not just wear the headband all the time?
It's this body and its changes are making me uncomfortable. Like my friend, I was a holy man in my past life, supposedly, or I'm not sure what to call it, in my true body, my true soul, I suppose. And what I've become is just... it's hard to accept, you could say.
It's almost as if you don't want to think about it, so you remove the headband?
That's a fair assessment, yes.
All right. To answer your question about this Dr. Stein, I've not heard of him, but may I have a closer look at you?
For what purpose, sir?
Well, if you say that he has dark angels, I'm looking for the residues of the stain of dark angels on you, shall we say.
Yeah. If you think it can help, I consent.
I must say, this investigation I'm not going to do is not going to be pleasant. I'm going to require some blood from your face and some blood from your body. Because
I've endured some painful things. I think it should be fine.
Gives you a quick slash across the face for 2 damage and a slash across the body for 1. Then and he collects the blood in 2 little vials and goes over here and starts combining them, adding some reagents. And he says, patient, my friend, this will take a while.
I guess as we wait, my friends have some questions about Torques we're looking for, I suppose.
Let me concentrate on this first. Because he's very much actively working with the reagents.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just
Okay.
put it in the microwave for 10 minutes. He's actively working on it. And he says, after about 10 minutes, he says, oh dear, this is not good.
What do you mean?
There's a real stain in this blood. The stain that reeks of the dark angels. There is something more. There's something else in there. I can't quite grasp it. I know of one way to get to the bottom of this. You, holy man, do you have any healing magic left in you?
The Redeemer gives me quite a bit of healing magic. What do you require? Something of great strength? Or just any type of old healing?
The bigger, the better.
I will try to go.
Oh no.
I will pump
Hold on. This is for a separate ritual. Avgi, there is no easy way to say this. I am going to have to kill you, and then Orion, if he's quick enough, will bring you back.
Oh.
This will most certainly answer the questions that are lingering in my mind, and possibly give you a way forward. But it will require your death.
My death, huh?
Briefly, if everything goes well.
Well, if he... I think it should be fine. I can't... This is the only way. I need to... I can't exist like this. I need to go back to what I used to be. To
Lie
true
down on
self.
this table.
Whoop.
Oh, that table? Any table? And you lie down. And Incration gathers around. Vandor gathers around. I assume Adai does as well.
Yes.
I'm assuming you'll have the proper necessarily items that I would need to bring him back.
Just out above the table, do you have access to the Revivify spell, Orion?
Yes, it's always prepared for a life domain.
Do you have a diamond?
I do not have a diamond because we used the diamond to bring Incration's mother back.
That's true.
He throws you a diamond.
Oh.
This will do nicely.
Yeah.
You see almost like a jeweler, kind of like, eye it and stuff like that. Like, ooh, pretty.
Evki, before he starts, are you sure you want to do this?
I need to be whole. This isn't me. I need to be what I truly am. I can't be this monstrosity, and
I just hope that the head wins to the body.
yes, same do I.
I'm gonna put on his hand trinket, something that I actually had when I was discussing with my mother. A small toy that I used to have that she gave me when I was a kid, and I put on his hand with the hope that maybe brings him some luck.
This says, anything else that people can bring? Orion, I believe this spell gives you a minute. I will need that entire minute for him to be dead. We'll cast this spell at the last possible instant. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
The gift from your friend Adai will definitely help. Orion, who else is here? Oh, it's just Orion, I guess.
Yeah, because Vandur and Christian are in spirit.
Also, Incration will give him one of his cards, the Jack of Hearts, and he gives it, and he holds it in his hand. What do you think Vander would offer?
Maybe the contract that he had when he got Vander.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like the contract when he got Evki. Yeah.
Yeah. The ownership of him. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, the contract. And finally, Cygnus turns to Orion.
You have been faithful when it comes to acknowledging the existence of the Redeemer and his power. I'm sure as he takes off his holy symbol to the Redeemer and places it around the neck of Avki.
Okay. So with the contract in your hand, with the Jack of Hearts in your hand, with the amulet of the Redeemer around your neck, and a keepsake from Adai. Cygnus says, Orion, I know what I am doing. It's all going to rely on you. All right? As close to 1 minute as you can get it. Do I make myself clear?
Ready. And he's already starting to, kind of like get the crystal, the diamond ready in his hand as he's getting ready to, as you see him kind of get kind of close, almost like he's getting ready to cast the spell, but he's waiting for the opportune time to put it into motion.
Okay. Cygnus collects reagents and some alchemical supplies. And he stands up onto the table next to Bone. Bone, if this does not go well, these might be the last words you ever speak. I pray to the gods that this is not the last time. But just in case it is, Bone, what would you have? Or what is quite possibly your last words? Not probably, but possibly.
I have faith in you, my friends, and faith in the Redeemer that this will all work out. But in any case, and it will still be true if this works, I thank you for accepting me when even I could not accept myself when, well, what appeared was a monster, sort of a silly, dumb brute who could only speak in a few words, but I do remember all those moments, and the acceptance and the friendship from all of it is what will strengthen me in this trial. So thank you, my friends.
With that, Cygnus takes his longsword, drives it into your chest. Bone, aka Avgi, his head, his body, dies. It's a little grunt as he drives it into his heart. And he takes his sword and kind of does a deep gash from his chest right down to his sternum, exposing various vital organs. He takes a little bit of the heart, a little bit of the liver, a little bit of the lungs, or a little bit of the kidney, all these vital parts, and just snip as quick as he can. That throws him into the agents. He says, "Ryan, now!"
And Orion immediately, as soon as he says now, you see him crush the diamonds. Bonus action, just for flavor. It's not going to really do anything, but I just think it's kind of cool for flavor-wise. Story form, chalice. As you see Orion just start glittering all around as he crushes the diamonds, and he breathes, casting the Revivify spell, and you almost see this like radiant mist, like fire, envelop Avgi.
Avgi does not rise, well, not yet anyway. Vander screams at him, "Brother! You dumb fuck, wake up!" And he slaps him hard, trying to persuade him to wake up. "Somebody else, do something! Adai, Orion!" How would you encourage Orion or Adai Bone to return back? You could slap him, you could do all sorts of things. What would you like to do?
I keep on the trinket that I gave him. Bone Evgive, search for your memories, search for your childhood, the ideas and sensations that brought life to your heart and a smile to your face, and try to bring my own memories of childhood to him.
Sounds like a persuasion check as well, unless you have something else you think would be appropriate.
Maybe history, but I don't know if
no, history is fine, yeah. Remember your past. Your story is not yet over. Sure, history check.
It's okay.
That's good enough. And Orion, you've cast the spell, but for whatever reason, the soul has not returned to Bone's body.
I'll see the mist over there. Avgi, now. Time to put your faith in the Redeemer. The Redeemer does not leave you. It returns life to those who are faithful. I have seen many times in which to the brink of death, the Redeemer has restored me to the being that you see today. Even something even further more than what even can even meet the eyes. Now, Avgi,
Rise with the power of the Redeemer.
Sounds like a religion check to me.
Yeah.
Who?
Bone. The wounds that Cygnus were devastating. He took pieces of your heart, pieces of all your vital organs. No one should be able to come from like that, even with the power of the Redeemer. But by the power of Adai, your friend, Vander, your brother, and Orion, boop, life returns to you. You're on 1 hit point. You're at -4 to all D20 rolls. And after each long rest, that's going to reduce to -1.
Yeah.
Evgeny?
Yeah.
How does it look, Malcolm? The body is still these 2 pieces, or even though it's not mutated?
He's got a ghastly wound in his chest, making him even more ghastly. But the spell that the Revivify has kind of closed it up, but there's still a nasty gash in his chest. He looks alive, but he looks just exhausted, I guess.
Did it work?
You tell us.
Give me a
What do you-
moment. Give me a moment. He goes, takes the piece of the heart, the liver, and so on, and starts doing some alchemical stuff on it. Evgi, you have friends here. I can tell that they fought by your side. They gave you things to both take with you to the next world, and they brought you back from the next world. The reason why the Revivify spell did not work quite as expected, and you needed, and it sounds a bit corny, but you needed the power of friendship to bring you back. It's because this Dr. Stein not only did horrible things to you, but he altered your soul as well. There is a stain on your soul bone, or Avgi. And there are many cruel things men do to each other. I've never heard of anything so wicked as staining somebody's soul, but your soul, my friend, is stained. Not by your hand, not by the god's hands, but by Dr. Stein's hands.
And did this change that?
It is beyond my power, but I learned some other things. This Dr. Stein fellow, I can tell this is handiwork. He has been using the power of the Dark Angels. He's been tapping into the Dark Angels. He couldn't do these things without the Dark Angels. You, my friend, need to meet with these Dark Angels. I can show you a way to do that. You need to plead with them and suggest that the sacrifices you are prepared to make are greater than the sacrifices that Dr. Stein is prepared to make. You can make such a bargain with these angels. You will get some of their power. Dr. Stein will lose some of his power. And I think once he's lost his power, he'll be very easy to find. It is a heavy price to pay, Bone. Is that a price you're prepared to pay?
As long as it doesn't hurt any innocents, I suppose.
Well, it is all on you, my friend. He says, Back in days gone by, the Dark Angels had a way to traverse the plains, which is how they got there eventually. With the moon now shattered, with darkness no longer enveloping this land, they hide in their own realm, fearing to come out. They were effectively biding their time. There is a place to the west of here called the Gate to the Darkness Within. You must go there, Avki. Cross over the plains. Confront the Dark Angels who have given Dr. Stein his power. Sacrifice something more than he did, and you'll get some of their power. He will lose his power. And I don't know if revenge is what you're looking for, but you will know where the person who stained your soul is.
Well, I guess I know what to do next then. I was hoping for... I'm not sure. But this is something.
Is a way forward, Avki. I assume that is what you're looking for. I apologize, my power is not enough to remove the stain, or answer the questions with what you already answered, like business with Dr. Stein. I understand that revenge is a very powerful motivator, Avki. If you do find this Dr. Stein character, what will you do?
Well, I've been consumed by that thought for a while, I suppose. And I'm not going to lie and say that I'm not thinking about it. But, I don't know. I just need to be myself again, and if killing him is what's going to be the solution, and at least it will stop others from being harmed by him, I'd rather make that my priority. Stop him before he can do what he did to me to others. And he has done some awful, sick stuff.
It is true. I look around at my beloved Galerion. I see death. I see destruction. I see hatred. I understand your motivations for wanting to be an end to this. And if it was me, I would not stay the blade. But it is your decision, Bone.
I guess I'll know when I confront the man.
I think you're right. Any other questions, Evki?
Did this little ritual do anything about my... He's gonna just tap his forehead.
No, I had questions that I need answers, which could only be revealed in your death.
I understand. In that case, I think my friends have... and my friends, thank you for all of this, for yes. He's so sleepy, so tired. I think I just need to and I think he basically falls asleep, can't stay up. He's gonna just sleep there.
Cygnus very gently picks you up, carries you over to this bed, and you sleep it off, I guess. Sleep off death.
Yeah.
All right.
when the things are a little bit calmer, I approach him. We are in our way on trying to get some information about things that happened in the past and keys that could open a future for us. We heard about a name, Hagen Blackbone, that came in this direction, also seeking the knowledge of the Dark Angels.
Yes, Harold Blackbone, the Red Cloak of Harveston, did indeed visit me. She has a... she's very interested in the Dark Angels, and she was searching for something called the Ziggurat of the New Moon. I could not help her with that. I have never heard of such a Ziggurat, even though I have studied it. Well, I've heard of it, let me put it this way. I know that it only reveals itself under the light of a new moon, and I know there's a passphrase you need to speak as well to summon it. Of which I do
which
not know.
phrase?
Oh, I do not know.
We have seen the ziggurat in the maps, an ancient map.
Which map?
A map that comes back to the roots of the realm, hidden in the tomb of the what was the crafter? I forgot.
Constructor.
His nickname. The constructor.
Oh, that is... Well, I've been studying for those answers most of my life, and you seem to have stumbled upon them. Please,
But not.
show me on the map. Where is it? He brings out a map of Eclarion.
I mark it here.
Yeah.
And we passed by the area, but we didn't see anything. We didn't know that we needed a password to get it. You have to understand, we have seen such ziggurat in another realm, in the shadows. Maybe not the same, but similar construction facing Oathbreaker, a place of destruction where the souls collapse.
He seems to be almost not listening to you and thinking of how he could get to the ziggurat. I'm sorry, this is a lot for me to take in. I know the arcane tower is gone. I know there is a library down there. Some records. And just as a reminder, when you searched through those records, you found there was one page missing. Something had been ripped out. It seemed pertinent to the thing of the Dark Angels.
Okay. Do you think... Yeah, sorry.
I was talking to Haran Blackbone, and she said she'd researched it in what remains of the Arcane Tower, and she said she was getting close to it, but a page has been removed. Someone had been there fairly recently. I have no idea who, but someone has removed a page, the page that we need, that will discover the phrase that will open up the gate to the ziggurat of the new moon. I do not know who though, so may as well be a dead end.
Haran Blackbone was also lost on where to go.
When she left me, I don't know. This was a year or so ago, before this madness happened. She was searching.
Do we know whether she may have one torque? No. I mean, there's no. At least for her, there's no relationship with the torques, no?
Oh, a torque, you say? Yes, she was wearing a torque around her wrist.
Okay. Do you know which type of torque, which material?
One that you don't have.
So I want to know whether it's one of the ones we have accounted for, or the one that we have no idea where it is.
Adamantine torque.
Need to check. Can you share the torque list, please? You have it handy.
So you see the first one, the honorable Blackbone, presumably an ancestor.
Okay, the one we thought he had. Okay, no, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he had an adamantine. She had an adamantine torque around her wrist. So find her, find the torque.
Do you know which clues he might be searching for?
The number one, the same thing I've been searching for, the location, which you have revealed to me. I'm not sure if she found the location. And number two, the passphrase, which seems to
Who
be
else could know? Who else could know the passphrase beyond the wizards? Is there any creature that may know that can be called to this land?
Perhaps
Maybe an ancient angel.
Our answers lie still within that gate, where Avgi have to go to conversate with these dark angels. Is this not Ziggurat somewhat tied to them?
Is there any creature from the past, maybe the name of a dark angel that we can get that may know the answer? There are spells that can bring information from such powerful creatures.
You can try it. We could track down that missing piece. That would be good. But perhaps we could ask something else. I don't know. Without that passphrase, we are somehow stuck.
So as far as we know, then she left the Arcane Tower after. So basically, probably during the time of the destruction, before the. So he said more than 1 year ago, no?
Adam Blackbone was here a year ago. I assume
And
he
this-
got permission from the Arcane Tower to search their records. But she said once she got to tracked it down, there's a literal page missing.
And that was how long before the whole madness started?
I'll say the madness started 3-4 weeks ago. So this was way
A long
back
time ago in comparison.
in comparison, yeah. I don't know if this would be helpful, but there are certain locations that are hidden to most. There is the cairns of bone. I'll explain these in a second. There the groaning pillar. This one here. Camp
And
of
the
the
camp
Red
of the
Oak on the Cloud Peak.
Okay.
No, I say this. I share this information with you in order to explain some more of the land. Orion, I believe you have a special bond with the Redeemer?
Yes. It is quite troubling to hear that all of this activity for the Dark Angels as well. I come from a time that we used the light to expel them.
Do you remember what Sarath did to end the range of the Dark Angels?
If I remember correctly, it was a ritual to destroy the moon.
Destroy the moon, indeed. She did that on top of Cloud Peak. That's where she summoned all the power she had. There were some people in the mountain fall, some people in the Drail Mountains, and some people in the Vorden Mountains. And all their energy, all their focus came to the top of Cloud Peak, where Sarath channeled that energy to shatter the moon. So in a very real sense, that's where the Dark Angels' rule ended. I'm not sure if that is of interest to you. Now the Groaning Pillar is a very, very dark place. It is where the Dark Star's forces punish the most insolent mortals by chaining them to this pillar of monumental sides. The victims hung on the side of the column where they suffered terrible pain till they died of decrease of oxygen supply to the brain. So this is a place of torture for the Dark Angels. Finally, the Cairns of Bone. Its most basic sense, the Cairns of the Bones, where the bones of those slain by the Dark Angels were gathered. Think of it as a mass grave. Rumors are that there's things living inside there. Very, very dark places. I suggest you stay away from them. I fear I am leaving you with more questions than answers. Putting out dark places of the Dark Angels. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, we already revealed some information, no? We are in search of Harald and other people because of the Torcs, among other things. There are many which we found, but few, mostly one, which remains lost. Just quickly searching my notes. Can you please share again? Sorry, I just closed the. Is this something we can? Yeah.
The handouts and the journal thing there, but there it is.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so we lost track of someone, Dragon Friend, called the Dragon Friend. They're with us.
Arden, that's who you're referring to, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes. From the Arden Climature.
The Lord Arden. Let me just check my notes. Can't type. Lord Arden was the closest ally of. It's always a funny pronunciation for dragons. Was the close ally of Thalamus, the ancient bronze dragon. Now, when Thalamus died, I'm not entirely sure of the myth, but apparently his eyes dissolved away, something like that. Lord Arden decided to keep watch over the dragon bones to pay respects to him. Over the years, Lord Arden too died. But something else took up his watch. Somebody called Salvado. I am not sure if the talk was passed to him, but if you search the bones of the dragon, that at least has a close association to the Red Cloak, Lord Arden. So seek out the dragon bones, and perhaps that will lead you to your talk. I seem to have directed you to two talks. One is with Lord Harden. One is perhaps in these dragon bones to the north.
We were around in this area, no? In the Ziggurat. I think I was not in that game, but I think the others stopped by, no?
By
this
where?
area. By the Ziggurat of the New Moon.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
stopped by there, but there was nothing there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we didn't find their horror, no?
No, there was nothing there.
I think we postulated something about the moon's phases, that it had to be a new moon for it to be visible or something.
And
No,
it was like
wasn't a
still
new
like
moon.
yeah.
But anyway, we
like
didn't have the passphrase. But at the time we have the talks, no? When you went to the Ziggurat, so meaning that if he would have been around, we will have known, I think, is my question.
You have the torques, which detect if other torques are close. And however you look at it, when you're at the Ziggurat of the New Moon, the torques were not saying torque nearby. So
Yeah, okay, that's the point. Okay. Good. Okay, so then we know where one could be, which will be in the Dragon Bones, and then if we manage to track Haren, maybe get the other one. But actually,
are those the only two you're missing?
No, we are missing another one. No, in the
missing two.
In
we have two more to collect.
There we go.
So in okay. So these are the only two then, no? Yeah, okay.
It's been a very long day. I'm going to get some rest. You're more than welcome to retire here as well. But if you have any more questions, I'd be more than happy to help out.
May I ask more a personal question? Your quest has been to understand the Dark Angels.
Yes.
Do you fear they will come back?
I fear the land has been weakened. The monarchy is corrupt, is greedy, is destroying this land. I would normally say piece by piece, but it tends to be a bit of a wholesale destruction. I fear with this dark magic that things will only get darker. The defenses that keep the Dark Angels at bay will wane. And yes, I do fear that the Dark Angels will return.
I'm trying to gather some feelings on, because the people who, in my experience, or in this experience, maybe some of the people who get into particular knowledge at some point become kind of wanting it. So I would like really to know whether he's fearing it or is he's anticipating it.
Sure. Make an insight check. Good question.
Yeah. 19.
Oh, he fears it. You see him shaking
Okay.
with fear, even if he talks about it.
Good.
And you get the impression
That's-
that in order to defeat the enemy, you should know that your enemy. Hence his
Mhm.
obsessive research about these
Good.
matters.
That's a good obsession.
All right. So you rest up for the night.
Mhm.
Avgi, you wake up with a minus, not Avgi, yeah, Avgi or Bone, depending.
Yep.
A -3
Yep.
to everything.
Yep.
Any D20 rolls. Whew. That was intense, guys. Let's take a short break. And
Yeah.
you need to go in about an hour, is that right, Josh?
About a little less than 45 minutes.
Okay, so we'll just have a short break and we'll end it in 45 minutes. Okay, see you guys in a little
Yep.
bit. right. So after an intense battle, a lot of knowledge from Cygnus, the path lies before you. You wake up refreshed, Abky perhaps a little less refreshed than others. What would you like to do?
We gather at breakfast maybe to plan a little bit
Sure.
for future movements. I suggest to continue or plan to visit the workshop, maybe finding a bullier there. And then there is one more talk that we can maybe account for. We should consider going north to the Dragon Bonds, but I'm curious, Ryan, would you like to stop by any of these new discoveries that we learned about near the Cloud Peaks?
It is quite tempting to see some of the locales of Ord. Perhaps if this opportunity that the Dark Angels are, how you say, buying their time, perhaps it might be important to see some of these locales that was once inhabited by them. Perhaps we might learn more.
You think the Dark Angels are connected to the Queen's plot in some way?
I wonder. When you found me in that Chateau realm, you said that that Chateau Dome that currently housed Oathbreaker was also here in this light, in this land, so to speak.
Yes, and to get out, we thought that we did fight a Dark Angel, didn't we? Or was it something else, a lesser version or something?
For what I recall, it was a Dark Angel. At least maybe it was waiting for the Dark Angels to come back to this re-establish power. It was definitely dark magic that was empowering that shield, that force field that enveloped the city. Perhaps there is quite a bit of connection. If Avgi, what afflicts him, is this dark stain, which was a power given to this Stein character. If it was given him by the Dark Angels, perhaps a lot of their power and their influences is interconnected with the current predicament this land finds itself in.
Actually, worrying. I've been worried the whole night of the words we heard yesterday. The thinning, the magic and the wave in this land seems to be becoming thinner and may break the protection that we may had against the angels. One has to wonder whether these wicked treaties done by the kings no long time ago have an additional meaning, whether someone knew that this will lead to a new age. Maybe not a new, but again, the Dark Age.
Could be someone has been planning for this for a very, very long time. And I worry how connected this is. I mean, in the castle we fought creatures of the Fae and devils. It's a strange alliance.
As horrible this land is now, imagine if the Dark Angels will walk free.
I can't let that happen.
Not on my watch. We prided ourselves, though perhaps maybe a fallen history, through their own pride when they established the theocracy. But I assure you, when we first revolted against the Dark Angels, it was a united front where everyone stood together to end the tyranny of these Dark Angels.
Well, now everybody's scattered. There's nothing to unite at the moment. I worry
Hence,
that if this
what
is
I was trying to do, if you haven't noticed, I have been planting little seeds throughout the land as we occur. If they come together with the one hope, whether through the Redeemer or with the trust of each other, to rise once again against this dark power, whichever, if it comes from the Dark Angels or for something else, we can reestablish the light once again. The light can overcome the darkness it has before and will do again if necessary.
It's a good thing you've been doing that.
I suggest maybe for the sake of ensuring the information on the Turks, the ones maybe we go to the Bullier Gate, White Gate, go directly to the Dragon Bones, but then maybe go back south and search these locations related to the Dark Angels. Maybe we may get also information about Haren. If she's seeking information about the Ziggurat, she may have considered going to ancient sources as we do. We may even be lucky and find the password there. Or at least someone who may remember. I'm still thinking about this idea that I brought yesterday. If we will get a name of an angel that we can contact, even if his soul is far away, there is magic that can make them, bend them to answer questions truthfully. Risky magic, but worthy nevertheless.
I'd say it's worth the risk. So, stopping by this White Gates workshop could check out, if I'm ready, I suppose, for whatever sacrifice these Dark Angels would deem appropriate, or if I could learn what's Stein sacrificed. We could stop by this. I don't like the name, Gate to the Darkness Within, but could bring us some answers as well, considering it's the Dark Angels.
Right, we must be
Well,
ready. They're
we
not
will
going
never
to
be as close as we are now, so
That's
I think it might be a good idea.
They're not just going to be necessarily rolling out the red carpet for us. At least, probably not for me.
I will force them. If they resist, we'll find some way to make them give up their answers.
Well, we go together, we face it together.
Careful for whatever deal the Dark Angels offer.
I know. I won't offer up anything that would jeopardize our mission and or the lives of the people of Valerian. But I need to think a bit on what this sacrifice means.
Well, sometimes the sacrifices might not seem big, but you will need to remember that even with this body you found friends. Life itself might be important even if it's not the way you thought it would be. Look at me. I was supposed to be something else, and maybe I still have my body, but many things are broken.
True.
We
But
don't
nothing...
choose or present. We just have to face it and bring it to our future selves.
Yeah. Gotta find my future self first.
There are other methods. By devoting oneself to the Redeemer, you may be privy to some of his, how you say, very powerful divine magics. Perhaps an opportunity, and this you're going to start seeing a little bit of vulnerability from Orion as he's putting a lot of trust in you this particular case at this moment.
Oh.
At least to help you understand. It might be other methods other than maybe accepting any type of deal from the Dark Angels. Perhaps as we have traveled together in this moment in time, I can show you who I truly am.
Who?
And you'll see
Whoa.
kind of Orion like close his eyes. Redeemer. You have my permission, if it is in your power, to drop the veil and reveal my true self. Do you still have that artwork, Malcolm?
Let me hunt it down.
I think it's still up there.
Just a sec. Yep, I got that. Just give me a second.
If you need, I got it. By the way,
I'm almost there.
I think I
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa. What
Do I
is
also
this?
see that?
yes, everyone sees that the reveal in this particular case.
Abigail looks a bit shocked and says, wow, that's different from your usual appearance. This is your true self?
Perhaps I should explain. You see, I am not the appearance you see, at least the human variety, at least fully human. I am what is known as a half-dragon. I recovered my powers from the Redeemer They are disguised by his power and magic to come off as regular clerical spells. However, they are innate abilities that I have always had. For instance, and he'll cue up the produce flame as it comes from his mouth, and he fires the produced flame. It actually comes from his mouth. So instead of actually coming from the staff, which he always held to his mouth, it actually comes from his that was his quote unquote breath weapon.
Ooh,
Cool.
cool. Well, far be for me to judge, but you still follow the Redeemer, didn't Ryan?
Yes, the Redeemer and I have a special connection. You'll see in history, back when the theocracy, even prior to that, they aligned themselves. Sarak and the others aligned themselves with a red dragon. That dragon was a mighty ally to the forces that go against the Dark Angels. I am a descendant from that dragon.
Aye. I don't judge you for. I don't think of this of any deceivement or trickery on your part. So far be me for me to judge one who looks a bit different. So, but
You do that now because you know at this point in time you are a trusted ally. However, do realize that most people, if they were to see this form, would cower in fear. One, dragons are not necessarily, how you would say, popular amongst most people. They are known for their destructive power and unbridled rage. Not to mention the checkered past, apparently, in which my descendancy, where I come from, aligned himself along with this theocracy. And from what I understood, from what I have gathered thus far, was defeated alongside of this theocracy as he aligned himself and fled. He may still exist, I do not know. And maybe there are more like me somewhere.
You mean the Maces? What, your ascendants or your?
Perhaps brethren.
like this, what was his dragon called? Telarmas and Malzdreziret?
Yes. That's
Are
Not
those
necessarily
familiar
brethren, but I know where it is. It's actually it's in the theocracy section. I've got to pull it up at one point.
so Mazdreziret is the dragon that is close to my ancestors.
That's right. That's
The
the
one
shadow
that-
drake that attacked the city.
No.
Let's see if I can find his name. I'm having to look back at the material over here because it's in the history, the archives.
see where his name is. Where I put his name. I have mentioned his name already back in Harveston. I'm not sure if anyone was actually there for that particular scene, but part of the idea of trying to get them to get swayed of what was going on, he told them the story of his descendancy. His technically is where he gets his descendancy from, the dragon. He told that particular story.
Well, thank you for showing and telling us your showing us
Found
your
it.
true self. Oh yeah.
There it is. I'll copy that and put it in chat.
Arso Traxios.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of that dragon before, but I'm not the most renowned of dragon scholars. He's gonna just turn to Adai.
Yeah. Do I ever heard of it?
Say no.
Fortunately not. My knowledge is limited.
Perhaps buried in the archives, so to speak. It was quite odd to even accumulate an ally, especially of a dragon, especially of the red variety, which I am descendancy from.
Perhaps we can find out what possibly happened to your progenitor at the Dragon's Bones. And this, well, perhaps we could speak if maybe his ghost, the ghost of Arden Dragonfriend, is still around. We could, you never know these days.
Speaking of not knowing, I call our host to the room, or I go in wherever he is. You mentioned yesterday about your fear of the veil that protects us or separates us from the dark angels to break in new age of angels back in this land. I've been wondering the whole night about these words. You know, we learn a bit about how these shadows fell into this land. A treaty between two kings done in the fair realm. Between King Waldron and
King
what's the
Desmond.
name of
King Desmond was the other king.
King Desmond. Yeah, I have it here. King Desmond, the Satyr Lord. I don't know enough about this creature, but it seems to be an ancient creature, and I wonder whether the fake creatures might be plotting this. You know, whether it's not an accident that this veil or this wave is becoming weaker, whether it might be actually an objective. Do you know anything about such creature and the relationship it may have with the Dark Angels?
The Dark Angels, they are from somewhere else. I cannot say for certainty where they came from originally, but I know they are not fey creatures. And that much I can say for sure.
This I know, but I was wondering whether a path relationship might be forged in the past.
I do not know. It is an interesting theory. The only way I would know to answer that question is to venture into the gates of the darkness within. I tried it myself one time, but I I barely lasted a minute before I had to flee, just entering the cave.
Hmm.
And there's an answer to that question. I mean, perhaps it falls onto you, Avgi, to ask that question. Maybe by asking that question, you might be pushing your luck too much. You might never return from the gates.
Speaking of the unknown, and there's a dream in my head that came before the darkness. Tree with many eyes. We have been seeking that tree for a long time, as we think it may bring us into the fair realm and to some answers.
I've read stories of the tree with many eyes, but I fear I know no more than you do. That it exists, and that it's a gateway, and something you might not know about the tree with many eyes is to cross through, if it indeed does lead to the Fey realm. I've learned that it requires a sacrifice. That is all I know, is the word sacrifice. I can't imagine being a tree, being interested in gold or treasure or magic even. It's something you must sacrifice within yourself, is what I would guess. Because what else is there to sacrifice? If it's not interested in material things, then like the hags that I've encountered, they enjoy suffering above all else. I want you to suffer. You make a deal with them, like, I want to be beautiful, and you're beautiful, but you're sick the whole time. You can't enjoy your beauty. Cruel twists like that. So I can't imagine this hag tree, this tree of many eyes wanting gold, treasure. They want something of you.
Mostly pain, I guess.
Perhaps. That is a problem for another day.
Well, guys, shall we go to the workshop?
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Saying goodbye to the very useful Cygnus. You head back out into...
Oh. By the way, I forgot,
Yes.
or just remembered. Cygnus, do you know of a person named Stimfey? Do you know who that might be?
Stimfey. Maybe why are you asking this, Chris? What's...
Oh yeah. When we met this fortune teller at the crossroads, he said something about when we went to the lodge. What will we find at the lodge of Wanderlust? And the answer was a half bird, Aarakocra, perhaps a Stimfey, who would guide us through the Arden Forest and help us find what we seek.
Sorry, my friend, I do not know of any Stimfey.
Thank you.
That's right. Good question,
As
Chris.
as we leave, I'm going to say, I suppose that was a little... I suppose you're right, Orion. Little scam. Not sure why, though.
If you remember, Vander's affliction was to be cured by bathing in the waters of the Monastery of Paths Lives.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
True. Well, it's confirmed.
Mad
well.
prophet isn't
I
mad.
told you.
You never
That's
know.
why I didn't have any way, shape, or form what to do with him, other than the mad ramblings of an imbecile.
Yeah, you were right. I should have listened.
You head off back into the cursed land, pushing through the forest, the Arden Forest. and you come across a Whitegate's workshop, and it's it is an impressive cottage. It doesn't look like Davy Crockett put together with logs. It's got doors and windows. Looks quite... yes, please, con saving throws. It looks quite well built. And let's see those con... That's a point of exhaustion.
I mean,
10. Yeah, that's true. Actually, it's -3 now, but still.
Oh yeah.
It's an exhaustion.
I'm gonna let it.
I
I'm gonna let it
can
die
do
roll
the
for me.
+4. I use the.
I rolled a 6 for you, Orion, so you're exhausted as well. And that's all we've got it.
Wow, that's about normal.
And you approach the
I
Whitegate's
hate this
workshop.
blasted rain.
Yeah, I think this would be a good time to end. But just as a question, it sounds... Are you guys going to the... Well, I guess Bone or Evgi, are you going to the Gates of the Darkness Within next session?
Yeah, it's. I mean, not to put too much focus on Bone for now, but since it's so close, I think it would be easy to just check it out. I think, without having to travel all over and then back there.
This makes sense, right?
Yeah.
From the location.
But you're missing next session though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we'll say Bone goes to the Gates to the Darkness Within the session after that then. And so we'll just put it on hold. And so I guess Orion and Evgi, where to next?
Well, what about the what about the what was that the other place prior to that one, the little inn thing?
Smokestone Mine.
Well, there's Smokestone, but there was the other one that was below the gate.
Gonchar or Conchar. Yeah, it's a small goblin town.
No, there was like a no, there was a little shack or something like that we had to go to.
That's where you're at right now.
I thought we had to go.
That's where we're going to start the next session, at Abeldora's
Yeah.
Whitegate.
Oh, that's where we're at now. Okay. Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking about for the next time where we
Yeah.
would go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Smokestone's fine if you wanted to roll to Smokestone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the draw.
Yeah, and I will go. I will get the way across. Maybe not across the forest, but so around the forest, maybe to the dragon.
Dragon
Yeah.
Bones. All right. Okay.
Because then we can go later on down and then consider about the peak and other places that we didn't
Yeah.
visit yet.
And
Could give
there's
us
a great
answers
of the
before
new,
heading to the new year.
perhaps.
Yeah, final destination.
Mhm. Right. Okay, guys. Well,